People look at us like we're fucking crazy. Like, how do you do this? This is what you do. You tap into the version of you who already has it, and you get obsessed with embodying them every damn day. This is why I manifest so fast, because I manifest in 5D time. I'm collapsing time. This is how you collapse time, my love. This is the work that most people aren't doing. So fuck your journaling, fuck your fucking intentions, fuck your fucking little meditations, fuck your fucking stupid vision boards, and get real on what it actually takes to create quantum shifts in your business. Welcome to the Alex Tripod Show, the space where we blend 5D frequency with real world flex. After coaching thousands globally and becoming one of the most trusted and triggering voices in manifestation, I realized you don't manifest what you want, you manifest what you're willing to fucking become. So if you're a high achieving entrepreneur who knows that we're born for more wealth, more influence, more unapologetic power, then strap in. This podcast is your permission slip to collapse timelines, rewrite the rules, and embody the version of you that gets everything they came for. Because let's be real, nothing is real, everything's a hologram, and you're about to bend it all in your favor. Let's fucking go. Welcome back to another episode of the Alex Tripod Show, and today we're going to be talking about how to grow your business so fast it feels illegal, or like crazy, or like a cheat code. Yeah, that's right. And I, hand on heart, feel very much in integrity to share this because, you know, the amount of people that reflect back to me, holy shit, Alex, like every year you just quantum shift and quantum shift and quantum shift and quantum shift and quantum shift. How do you do this? How do you just keep growing your business consistently? How are you not burning out? Baby, I'm doing it from a high vibe. That's why I'm not hustling. And I'm going to teach you exactly the thing that I do of how I literally grow my business or manifest any goal that I have. It feels so fucking illegal. So I'm going to kind of give you two examples. One, because it's really freaking recent and it's going to give you some context. And another one of what I'm trying to manifest, what I am creating at the moment. So before I do, what I need you to understand is when we're manifesting any quantum shift in our reality, and it's going to be a bit hard to explain without visuals, but do your best. Think of like you've got right now, you are energetically identifying as a version of you who's vibrating in a current reality. Let's call that current identity, current reality. You know, it's an earth that you are vibrating in that's reflecting the current identity. And so basically, your next business growth or business goals, it actually exists in another earth. So it's a new identity that's going to create a new reality. Now, at any given point in time, literally, we have the ability to energetically, vibrationally tap into different versions of us in the quantum. There is a version of you already in the quantum who is a millionaire, who has manifested the goals that you want in your business. There is a version of you literally that has the codes, that's embodied and is living that reality. I promise you. There's also versions of you in the quantum that are fucked, depressed, like, you know, all sorts of shit. We're living in a quantum soup right now. And so the reason I share this with you is because most people will think how to grow your business so fast illegally. It feels illegal. Not illegally, that it feels illegal would be, $1 million strategy or da-da-da-da-da. And I'm sorry to bore you with the same information over and over and over again, but you know what I'm going to say. It is about you literally becoming the new version of you. It's about you tapping into the version of you in that new reality where you're making 20K months consistently or 200K months consistently or whatever, filling out that 500 person event, and actually starting to identify as that person more than you identify with this current reality now. The reason that you're not making 20K months, 200K months, or filled out that 1,000 person event is because you're still currently identified as the version of you who can't fill out massive events. You're still more identified as the version of you who has launches and flops. You're still currently identified as the person who has inconsistent income. You're still currently identified as the person who thinks that 100K months is out of reach, right? So again, your job is to look at, I want that new reality, but how does me vibrate as that person in that new reality? Like, how do I actually operate? Not just what actions I'm taking, but literally, how am I breathing? How am I thinking? How am I speaking? What am I eating? What are my habits? What are my rituals? Who have I invested in? What are my surroundings? What are my friends like? What are my conversations with my friends like? What are my conversations inside my head like? And so when I look at, for example, 3 years ago, I ran an event called Manifest 10X, and it was at the Star, like the theater, and it had 800 seats. And I wasn't expecting to fill out 800, but I was going for 500. And between me and Kezia and Christy and Clint, and there was a few other people, had some pretty cool key players that was speaking or emceeing, helping me fill out this event. So I'm like, cool, I'll collaborate with other people. I'll give them either an MC gig or a speaking gig, and they can also share this event with their email database and share it on their stories. And together, hopefully we can get 500 people in the room. And, we did the best we can, and they definitely helped me. But between 6 leaders, we got 264 people in the room, which is still incredible. But for me, if I'm being really honest, it was a bit of a disappointment. I actually remember when we sent out a feedback form after Manifest 10X, and I'm very vocal about what I want to manifest. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to fill this event out. And I promoted it as a big event, and one of the feedback forms was, Alex should be so embarrassed. She advertised this event as a 500 person event, and there was only around 250 people in there. The seats looked empty. How embarrassing. I'm just like, fuck you, troll, you pathetic sack of shit. You try fucking filling out an event. What a fucking piece of shit. This is why I love trolls. It's they're just sitting on the bleachers, pointing fingers and placing shame and spitting venom on people actually playing the game. I just find it so fucking hilarious. My partner at the time, who was, she was actually my VA, and then she became a partner. And she didn't want to read out the comment. She's like, tell me what this feedback is. She's like, no, I can't. I'm like, babe, I can take it. Tell me. And she told me. And I was like, we just both had a laugh about it. It was just hilarious. But anyway, the reason I share that with you is because that was 3 years ago. And I've now quantum shifted where I have an idea of oh, I'm going to do a pop-up event called The One. 2 days later, I create a landing page. Within 3 weeks, I've fully sold out 255 tickets to the room by myself. No other help, no other leaders, just me, 3 weeks. Whereas 3 years ago, it took me 3 months, 5 leaders, and a fuck ton of Facebook ads to try and get 260 people in the room, right? How did I do this? I used this tool, which absolutely changed the game. And it's going to kind of incorporate everything I talk about. Emotional frequency, reprogramming yourself, identity work. Quick pause, legend. If this episode is landing, then it's time you got inside 5DU. This is my entire life's work in one hub. It's 5D identity work meets business strategy that actually creates results. If you're ready to finally live in overflow, 5DU is your next step. So click the link in the show notes and get inside. Now back to the episode. So basically, I got my big flip chart. And I was like, Earth 1, Earth 2. And I got really clear on okay, this version of me that can literally see a room filled of 250 people, but not only that can see a room full of 250 people, but I feel so worthy of these 250 people in the room that selling tickets to this was so easy. Like there wasn't push. It wasn't a hustle. It was just so easy. Like literally the easiest event I've ever filled out. That's how I wanted it to feel. And then I got really clear on like, okay, how does this woman feel? So like, basically what I did is I tapped into that version of Alex, her consciousness. So I tapped into her consciousness and I started basically looking at all the things that I would need to think, feel, speak, and believe, and how I would operate as and bring that essence into the now. And because I did that, literally, I think I had the idea of the event, and about a week later, I launched the event. So I knew that I didn't want to be in a place where I was waiting for ticket sales to then feel validated. I wanted to feel really good vibrationally. I call it preparing yourself vibrationally. So I basically created a personalized vibe booster for myself. And it was like a little 5-minute audio where it literally put me into the living in the end result, felt experience on stage, detonating the fucking audience, being funny, hilarious, captivating, activating, like the audience loving it. And I literally put myself in that end result. I could see a sea of people. I could see my outfit. I felt embodied. I was hilarious. It was amazing. I felt embodied. I was on fire. My channel was lit. My fucking galactic team were flowing through me. Everything. I just saw all of it. And I put myself in that experience and I programmed myself with certain beliefs that I knew I needed to subconsciously believe for that reality to manifest. Because I didn't want to push to fill that out. I wanted it to feel so fucking easy, so fucking fast that it felt illegal. And that's exactly how I did it. I literally put myself in that version of me, in the quantum that already existed, that had already manifested that. Because I'm telling you right now, if you have a desire, if you have an idea, just by you having that desire, you have activated a version of you in the quantum that already has that thing. Because the thing is, the only thing between you and your desire in your physical reality is your human. The human version of you that tells you it takes time. The human version of you that has all the stuff, all the unconscious programming that creates the doubt, the self-sabotage, that creates that gap between you and that version of you. Because what happens when you're in the quantum? There's no gap. This is why I manifest so fast, because I manifest in 5D time. I'm collapsing time. So when I say this is how to manifest so fast and grow your business so fast it feels illegal, because when we're collapsing time, people look at us like we're fucking crazy. Like, how do you do this? This is what you do. You tap into the version of you who already has it and you get obsessed with embodying them every damn day. And you best believe that's how I'm going to be selling out my new event, TFX. I'm running a 2-day event, TFX. This is big for me. It's new for me. It's my dharma. It's my new purpose. It's the next decade and evolution of the Alex Tripod brand. You don't think it doesn't scare me that I'm going to be stepping into not just a $33 fucking price point, but a $997, a $1,000 price point event? I know I'm worth it, but I still haven't done anything like it. It's new for me. So your shit will always come up when you're trying to manifest new, bigger, higher launch goals, a new program you're launching. Your stuff will come out. And so for me, I'm like, I'm going to do the exact same process. I'm going to see myself immersed in that 2-day experience with people having the biggest fucking identity shifts and breakthroughs that they've ever experienced in their life. I'm going to literally feel people coming up to me at the end of 2 days, bawling their eyes out, hugging me, crying, saying, you've changed my fucking life. I'm coming next year with my mom, with my fucking dad, with my child. Like, I'm going to program myself with this every single day. So selling 100 tickets to TFX feels like fucking piss easy. This is how you collapse time, my love. This is the work that most people aren't doing. So fuck your journaling, fuck your fucking intentions, fuck your fucking little meditations, fuck your fucking stupid vision boards, and get real on what it actually takes to create quantum shifts in your business. I love you. Peace out. Thanks for tuning into the Alex Tripod Show. If this episode activated something inside of you, leave a 5-star review on Apple or Spotify and hit that subscribe button on YouTube so you never miss a frequency drop, because this isn't just a podcast, it's a mission to raise the vibration of humanity, to awaken millions, to build new earth, one lit up legend at a time. And if you're ready to go deeper, wilder, and all in on your soul's legacy, come play on Instagram at Alex Tripod. I'm there daily, dropping codes, calling out bullshit, and helping you manifest the life you actually want. Let's keep playing big, because we're only just getting started.